Hey everybody, it's Oliver from Fanboy Radio and Fanboy Video, and we're here with Keli and Richard from The Variants. Now, tell us a little bit about The Variants.
The Variants is a scripted comedy based upon the comic book shop. The closest comparison is Clerks or The Guild, but we're putting it up online for free. There's 5 of us. I'm sorry. But we're having a lot of fun writing it. It's very irreverent, very wacky. We play much more exaggerated versions of ourselves.
Now, see, that was something I was going to ask you about, because the first episode is live online. You can check it out right now at
thevariants.com.
Yes, because I watched it and I linked to it from your site, which I can't remember what the heck I was doing, where it led to. But it's awesome. It's all about these guys working in a comic shop, and you definitely need to check it out. And I was going to ask you about playing stylized versions of yourself. How close to reality are those stylized versions?
It depends on the character. Obviously,
well, let's take your character.
My character, yeah, I mean, she's definitely over the top. She gets thrown out of bed in the morning. She's, she's getting chased around the comic book store. So that happens.
Well, my question would be, have you had any of these things happen to you in the comic book store?
Yes, but usually not on the same day.
So you've taken things that actually happen and combined them into one incredible day. And how about you, Richard?
Well, the idea of us actually, filming the store for all the stuff that actually happens wacky over the course of the week will be a lot of video footage of us just kind of picking our noses. But to be able to condense it down into 10 minutes, we can take all of those bits that have happened and put them together. One of the funnest characters to write is Barry, because Barry gets to be mean to the customers. He gets to be everything that we want to do,
Now, let me be honest. I've been intimidated by that guy when I've come in your store. In fact, I saw him the other day, and I don't say anything to him. I avert my eyes, and I keep moving.
And he's like that in the show. Yeah, you don't want to talk to him in the show. No.
Well, now you, being the owner of a comic book store, how close to reality is that for you as far as the customers?
Well, it's like taking how you greet and interact with people and turning it up. It's like being a bigger cheerleader and a bigger self-promoter than you would on a normal basis. So I get to be goofy and silly, and I get to say things in a sing-song voice, and I get to run around and, generally torment people. My character's mostly naive, just kind of, having a good time.
Well, the show is great, and how much of that, creation-wise, is you guys? How much ad-libbing are you doing on the spot, and how much of it is scripted, like tightly scripted?
Well, it's a very tight script, but when you get on set, things happen.
That's true.
Yeah, it's easy to. Keli has we were editing episode 2, and Keli has a moment where she ad-libbed to something that Joe ad-libbed, and it wasn't going to make the cut, but it's so funny that we've got to put it in there now, and I can't tell you what she says.
Oh.
I don't want to tell you what I said.
But we have to wait for that one to come out.
You have to wait for that.
Absolutely. Now, you have a unique perspective in the show, because you're one of the female characters, and there's always been this idea that women don't... Really?
I think you're neat.
Well, they can wait. I'm in the middle of an interview. Here's the deal. Now, there's always been the stereotype of women in a comic book store. How much of that do you find is true, and how much of that do you get to play in the series?
I've worked in a comic book store before helping out at Zeus. I managed one for 2 years. So I've just been the girl in the comic book store. I never really thought about it. Most of the people consider me just one of the boys. So it is kind of fun getting to play the girl that the boys kind of look at dreamily and stuff. I don't mind that. It's fun.
Very cool. So now, how many episodes total are you planning for this season? Let's call it a Variants.
There are 10 episodes planned for the first season. Each episode is going to be about 10 minutes in length, and it's going to come out the first Wednesday of every month. So episode 1 is up now. Episode 2 will be up September 2nd. We're filming episode 3 tomorrow.
All right. Well, good luck with it, guys. The show is great. Check it out. It's The Variants at...
thevariants.com.
Well, that's about as easy as you could make it. I'm the dummy here. It's thevariants.com. Check it out. I guarantee you won't be disappointed.